What if the next nuclear war
isn't started by a human?
Target identified. Strike authorization in progress.
What if one day, the most powerful weapon ever built, the nuclear bomb, was no longer under human control? What if the decision to start a nuclear war was left to a machine? A machine with no emotions, no conscience, no fear, just pure logic, just meta. This isn't a sci-fi thriller. This is a future we are already walking into. In the age of smart war, artificial intelligence, once the buzzword of tech circles, is now firmly entrenched in military strategies across the globe. From autonomous drones that select and strike targets, to advanced surveillance systems that detect missile launches in milliseconds. AI is rewriting the rulebook of war. But when AI enters the realm of nuclear command and control, the stakes go from battlefield to the end of civilization. Who's letting AI near the button? Let's talk facts. The U.S. Strategic Command is exploring AI to support nuclear decision-making and early warning systems. Russia has its own AI-powered missile defense initiatives and is reportedly developing autonomous nuclear torpedoes like the Poseidon. China is rapidly integrating AI into military simulations, missile detection, and battlefield planning. The logic? AI can react faster than humans, calculate thousands of outcomes, and avoid emotional errors. But what happens when speed replaces wisdom? When decisions measured in milliseconds bypass the very element that kept us safe during the Cold War? Human hesitation. A mistake can end the world. Let's rewind to 1983. A Soviet officer named Stanislav Petrov received a signal. 5 American nuclear missiles were incoming. Protocol demanded retaliation, but Petrov sensed something was wrong. He chose to wait, and he was right. It was a false alarm. Now imagine that same scenario today, but with AI in charge. Would a machine pause to doubt the data? Would it hesitate or launch? With hypersonic missiles reducing reaction times to mere minutes, AI might soon be the only system fast enough to decide. And that's exactly what makes it so dangerous. The truth about perfect intelligence: a lot of folks think AI is perfect. Let's be clear. AI is only as good as the data it learns from and the objectives it's given. An AI might decide that a radar blip looks like a missile launch. It might detect a heat signature and flag it as hostile. Or it might be programmed to strike before being struck. A terrifying doctrine called pre-emptive autonomy. The result? One false positive. One bug in the system. One adversary's misinterpretation, and we're gone. Arms Race 2.0. Now with algorithms, we're not just building better bombs, we're building smarter weapons. Countries are now racing not only to stockpile nukes, but to integrate AI into command structures. The Pentagon has launched Project Maven, which uses AI for surveillance and battlefield analysis. China is investing billions into a high military integration through its military-civil fusion strategy. Russia boasts of a high-controlled air defenses and hypersonic delivery systems. And there's no treaty, no international agreement that clearly defines how AI can or cannot be used in nuclear systems. There are no rules, only rivals. Ethics at the edge of extinction. Do we really want machines deciding when millions die? AI doesn't understand geopolitics. It doesn't understand escalation. It doesn't care about children sleeping under the skies it could set on fire. An AI that misreads a drill as a threat could launch the end. And no one would be there to say, wait, this doesn't feel right. Remember, AI lacks the most powerful fail-safe ever designed: human doubt. The inevitable malfunction already. We've seen autonomous drones in Libya carry out attacks without human command. We've seen GPT-like language models generate code that could simulate cyber attacks or jam communication systems. In 2022, leaked documents revealed that multiple nations were experimenting with AI-driven early warning systems for nuclear command. These systems don't just detect threats. They can recommend counterstrikes. Some even have the technical capability to authorize them. Let that sink in. Resistance speaks softly. There is hope. Scientists, ethicists, and even some military officials are sounding the alarm. The Future of Life Institute is pushing for AI nuclear use bans. The former defense advisors are warning against automating Armageddon. Think tanks like Rand Corporation advocate for human-in-the-loop systems at all costs. The United Nations is beginning discussions about AI arms regulation, but so far nothing concrete. The clock is ticking. The future is at the crossroads. Imagine a world 20 years from now where satellite-based AI systems watch every border, where autonomous drones patrol every sky, now where preemptive nuclear strikes are modeled, optimized and executed by machines. A single spark in such a world could ignite the last war humanity ever fights. This is not just about nukes. It's about control. It's about conscience. It's about whether we allow machines to make the most human decision of all, to destroy or not. The Cold War taught us one thing. Fear kept us alive, because humans feared consequences. AI doesn't fear. It only calculates. Sometimes that might just be the most dangerous thing of all. If this message moved you, share it, talk about it, demand responsibility. Because the future should never be left to chance or to code.